This is
Okay.
Roland Ziada, New York City-based director and creator of theater, television, and film. And today I am thrilled to be speaking with an incredible actor of all disciplines, direct from Oregon, the one and only Brian Forbes. Hello, Brian. How are you?
Hi, humble me. Nice
How
to
are
be
you?
here. I'm
Good.
great. How are you today?
Good, thank you. And it's so great to meet you, Brian. I want to know first and foremost, where were you born and when did you realize that you wanted to become an actor?
Born in Baltimore, Maryland. I'm 63. When I saw Clint Eastwood's movie, A Fistful of Dollars, my mouth dropped, my eyes opened up. I said, I want to be that guy.
I love it.
Well,
Well,
we all want to be that guy, right?
I believe behind your left shoulder you have a little bit of Marlon Brando in one of my favorite movies, The Godfather.
And Tombstone. I
You
got
know,
Jack Kerouac, and I got the Breaking Bad. Everything that has to do with film and genres and all that, I got posters everywhere.
that's amazing, Brian. Brian, I'm
Thank you.
curious, what have you been able to do throughout this time? A lot of artists have been struggling with just keeping their creative spark ignited. What have you been able to do during these past year and a half, 2 years to keep your creative spark ignited?
Oh God, if you want me to be totally honest, the COVID made me. I was homeless as an artist during the bad COVID period,
Oh,
so
Brian.
it was horrible. And there was no work. I had 4 gigs. I had a part with Carol Burnett in a film, a speaking role. And the day before my role, they canceled it because of the COVID thing got kind of bad and everybody started getting really, really kind of over paranoid actually. They closed down sets. There was no work at all. No work at all. There'd be like 8 months. Couldn't
Oh,
even get a short film gig,
wow,
you
Brian.
know?
Well,
I
well,
mean,
listen, it seems like you're doing better, and thank
oh
goodness
yeah,
you are. But it's been tough for artists, and and thank you for being
definitely.
vulnerable because I've
You're
spoken
welcome.
with some artists. I look at your social media, and you obviously keep a positive outlook on life and
Thank
art,
you.
and but you never know what someone's going through. And Brian, I just think it's incredible that you just continue to put one foot in front of the other. What is it that keeps you putting one foot in front of the other, besides knowing you have this incredible talent?
My mom died of cancer in 1998. Her middle name was Delano. Her last name was Forbes. I just had my name legally changed 2 years ago. I was kind of a loser as a son when she was alive. And this is my way. I've got my act together, but she's not around. But I'd like to think if I carry on her name and have success, that me and her would at least have that bond in common.
Well, listen, I'm a firm believer that, at least my belief is,
Uh,
that although people are gone, they're always with us. And I know that your mom is looking down at you and proud. And look at, we are always
thank you.
we are all doing the best we can with the information we have. And right now, Brian, you are making active steps forward, not only for yourself, but for your family's legacy. I think that's absolutely beautiful.
Thank you. I appreciate
Brian, as you look ahead, you're an optimistic dude. I want to
it.
know, what are you most optimistic? What would like the dream situation be for you in a film? I want to know who your co-stars are, where you're filming. Just like I want you to manifest for me.
Okay. The Pacific Northwest or Canada in the wintertime with Sam Elliott to my left. Okay. And I want Keanu Reeves to be in the film.
Why not?
Why not? His personality? Are you serious?
He is
Just him
so
as a
cool.
person. Forget about the acting. Him as a human being. How can you not be uplifted by his presence?
What about Carol Burnett? Why don't we throw her in there too?
You know what? My dream was the lady of comedy. Excuse me, Lucille Ball, but the lady of comedy. I would love just to have 2 minutes with her at Starbucks, just to
Oh,
say, you know what she said once? She said it's not making it that's successful. It's the journey that it took to make it.
there it is.
That is the true essence of an artist. You know what I mean?
Brian, you bring up
You
such a
know.
great point and a reminder
I,
that, again, I've spoken, I can't believe it, with over 1,000 artists all over the world. We have tens of thousands already on board Phoenix 360, but
ah,
the thousand I've gotten to speak one-on-one with, if there's something that I've been able to take away from each and every artist, is that it's those that have been able to enjoy the journey and focus less on the destination that has kind of allowed artists to take a breath
Mhm.
and just live in that gratitude that I know that you do, Brian. And I just think that's so inspiring.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you. I just want to see everybody be successful, whether it's money wise or just being art. You could pay me $1 million for a bad film, I won't do it. The public deserves better than that. Being writing plays, and being in the theater aspect and all that, you don't want to put on a bad performance. People work hard for their money. If I can make them laugh and make them feel good just for an hour and a half, that's payment to me. You know what? I've worked for free for less. I paid to work on gigs before. So no one can ever call me a grumbling actor, because I have never seen a good payday. And I just like the process of creating something, and that would be pleasing to other people and the artists involved and the directors, everybody, kind of a
Amen.
warm, fuzzy thing. You know what I mean? That's all
Amen.
I care about.
But it's amazing that you've kind of this childlike sense of wonder within you, Brian, seems to have been
Thank
reactivated, and it's activated.
you.
And I know your mom's looking down and you're so proud. And I
I
just
hope.
want to remind the audience, for more on the incredible Brian Forbes, you can read more about him right below this video. And Brian, final question for you. As you come on board this amazing new social media app where you're going to be able to connect with artists all over the world, what are you most excited about the opportunity to collaborate with artists, not only in this country, but around the world?
Oh my God. I mean, it's like you open a Pandora's box, really?
Right.
I mean, I'm going to see. I'm interested in where they're from, what life is like, what their struggles like, what the work is like out there, what kind of stuff do they like doing, especially in New York and LA. I mean, I'm in Oregon, I want to know what's going on in the mainstream. I want to know what people see, what their days are like, their auditions, how they feel, if they're like depressed like me sometimes, if they're
Oh
hopeful
my
like
God, are
me.
you kidding me? 50 minutes already for me, Brian. Isn't it so interesting? Because you're like, oh, I want to know what's happening on the coasts. And I'm most interested in what's happening in America. Like, truly.
Yeah.
Like, do you know what I mean? So I think grass is always greener. But like you said earlier, I think it's just about remaining open and grateful
Yeah.
for any and all opportunities. And Brian, it is so great to meet you. I'm so
You
excited
too.
you're
Thank
coming
you.
on board this amazing new app. And truly, I'm really excited that we're now connected. Thank you,
I
Brian.
appreciate you having me. Thank you.